Kurt Eichenwald, perhaps best known for this hilarious meme where he took a picture of his computer screen and accidentally left up some search bars where he was viewing or looking for tentacle porn, has entered in the news again less than 1 year later. Now, he's a far-left journalist, and apparently he's getting woke on Comicsgate today. I wanted to point out what started it all is a tweet this morning, okay? Actually, late yesterday, late yesterday, saying the most horrible person on Twitter today is Rubble Woman, a comic book writer with Image Comics, who wished an Afghan vet was killed by an IED and celebrated the deaths of a number of GOP and religious figures. I don't care if you don't like someone's politics. This is obscene. Of course. And as usual, the left began to eat itself. Top comment: it's very good that she did that, and it's pathetic that you're harassing her because of it. Now, a single tweet is harassment. This is the first tweet, right? Obviously, the left views any conversation, any criticism as harassment, so there we go. And don't you have anything better to do than to get your 450,000 followers to deliver outraged sermons to rude trans people on the internet? How exactly would I know she's trans? And what does that have to do with her wish? Exactly. Oh, she's 800% woke. Come back to us, Kurt. We embrace that you like tentacle prawn. It's okay. It's okay. We don't kink shame here in the middle. Everybody's complaining that he has a large platform and he's criticizing somebody. That's his job. Our buddy, the umbrella guy. Check out the guy arguing in your defense now. Just yesterday, he was ranting angrily on his timeline about kids walking out. So what? This is how minimalistic and how low IQ the left is. They aren't all dumb people. I know they can't possibly be, but they choose to not use their brains. They choose to instead lead with their heart and say, just because you're somebody who's pro-gun doesn't mean that you can't also be anti-harassment. Exactly. Kurt, man, getting woke. And then here we go. The hentai. Well, hentai until now I thought was called manga, was on screen as part of my search to prove to my wife that tentacle prawn exists. So what? We all watch porn, dude. Nobody cared. It was just a funny meme, right? We've all forgiven you for that. Normal people anyway. She just had a new book announced by Image Comic the other day. This behavior has been going on for a long time. There we go. Now you're getting woke, Kurt. Of course he doesn't know. Image Comics, and I just did a video yesterday, or a couple days ago, about how the Move Your Needle movement. By the way, get out there and buy those good books. There's lots of good comic books. I just, from the comment section, I heard that I had recommended the new Cable series. Obviously, Mr. Marvel is great. But somebody recommended the Punisher series, I think. So get out there and buy the good books. Ignore the people that write the bad ones and hope that capitalism does what it always does and eventually weeds out the crap, right? A lot of comic writers run their accounts as if they were trolls. They consistently antagonize anyone who doesn't 110% love everything they do and say. They are a bizarre little community of unfireable psychopaths who pretend that they are the victims. Boom! Oh, my God. And the salt mines were just... I mean, and this is just the first tweet. Now, you might be wondering, okay, like, what did this woman say? All right. You might be thinking, but Jeremy... Wait, how does Chris Reagan do that? But Jeremy, you might be exaggerating what she said, Jeremy. That was really bad. And that's really iDubbbz. Richard C. Meyer, a.k.a. the Diversity in Comics guy, he did a 30-minute video about a comic book circular that featured an article of mine, something he's entirely able to do and within his rights to do. He's a multiple divorcee piece of shit. He's a war veteran, so of course he's a crypto-fascist. Unfortunately, an IED didn't blow him up. Is this okay? I mean, apparently, she has every right to say this. It is absurd. Veterans are the people that fight to keep assholes like you, Michelle Perez, safe. People that protect your rights. People in the military make a choice I never could. They protect this country, they protect our freedoms, and they protect assholes like Michelle Perez. Apparently, Image Comics is standing by her, which is their right. But what our right as consumers should be, and is, never buy an Image comic book again. I just won't buy anything from Image. I don't care. This and people like Aubrey Sitterson are why comic books are failing. They are the exact type of people. They are the poster children, and trust me, they are both children, for everything that's wrong in comics. If you're defending Richard C. Meyer, go off. Go bat for a dirtbag who only whips up hate mobs against LGBT or any non-white in comic book, you pasty white gerbil. So she's racist, right? Okay. Sounds like it. And she has no evidence or proof of this. Yet, she's getting a ton of support from radical leftists, of course. But she's the victim, right? She's the victim. Today has been hilarious. We're all the same. We're tired of being politically correct jackasses coming out of the woodwork. I say only one remark about a bigoted dumbass, and all of a sudden you all have fucking broken ankles. This is how these people operate, right? They cry out as they beat you. They cry out in pain as they beat you. I like how she minimizes. I just criticized him. I just made one remark. No, you wished publicly that a critic of yours had been killed. A man with children, by the way, and family. It's not that you don't have every right to say what you said, Michelle, you fucking idiot. It's that what you said is absurd. Nobody's saying you shouldn't be able to say it. What we're saying is you're an idiot, and Image Comics shouldn't stand by what you said. It's very easy for a company to say, I'm not even saying they have to fire you. I don't even like demanding that sort of thing. I prefer to let capitalism work and let us, the comic fan, just let Image Comics die. Because this is the hill, literally, that they will die on. I have a lot of respect for military. I don't even have any family in the military, but I have friends in it. And I feel like I understand the sacrifice that they make. And what gets left over there is something that us normies will never understand. So when people criticize them in such a heinous way, yeah, I get pissed off about it. Oh yeah, here's a new hot release. The Pervert. I mean, I don't even understand. And all day, Kurt's been getting double woke. So I condemned a comic book writer for wishing an Afghan vet had died and celebrating conservatives' deaths. Then I got bombarded with outrage from comic book industry insiders. Yes! Now you see, Kurt. Get woke. When did comics become evil political? In in the election cycle for the last 5 years. And when did the lunatics take over? I missed this event. Slowly, that's what happens. They weasel in by accepting low salaries, low-paying jobs. And they get their degrees from fancy schools. And they basically bully their way into these companies one by one. And then they use nepotism to bring other people who think like them inside. It's the same way they work into the government and any company. One at a time. It's never obvious. Just like Wizards of the Coast. And then what happens is they're everywhere. And they run everything now. But in comics, Christ, I thought this comics was one place left that people could still get away with from Psycho Rage. What remains? Chewing gum wrappers? Oh, here we go. Why is it any of your concern to you what people in a medium you have no interest in says? You don't read comics, so your opinion doesn't matter, right? These people, wishing a veteran died in Afghanistan and then celebrating the deaths of others is not venting. It's despicable abrogation of civilized standards. How can you people not understand that? And at a friggin' comic critic, seriously. He keeps asking, is there a story? No, there isn't. Every time he roasts one of their terrible books, they all cry out. Write better books, okay? Or accept the fact that your book doesn't appeal to everybody. That's okay too, right? You write books that are purposely divisive. You come in and you purposely change beloved storylines and characters, and you expect everyone to worship you for it. Sorry. Doesn't work like that. I've never seen a crazier group emerge than when I call out a comic writer blue check for wishing a veteran had died in Afghanistan. They say criticizing death wishers is harassment. Yes, welcome to our world, Kurt. These are your people, my dude. These are your people. Get red-pilled. I hate saying red-pilled. And here we go, Umbrella Guy. This is the problems comics is experiencing. Kurt, as a professional in the field, we ask for professionalism in comics. We get this stuff from Pros and Reply. Any other industry would realize we're a core demographic, but no. Any other industry realize we're a core demographic, but no. Now, even noting that makes you, the consumer, a bad guy. But this is how he's a right-wing troll. 100 favorites who spends his entire life, spends his life online harassing LGBT creators and Twitter. He's using you for leverage. You're falling for a con, Kurt. No, Kurt is the one that saw this happening, dude. And now they're turning against him. What has Zach from Diversity in Comics ever said that wasn't true? Everything he shares is his opinion, and you're entirely within your right to not listen to it or to disagree with it. Or, you know what would be good for your career is not wishing hate on your critics, a death, not writing terrible comic books, and not hating the fans. These are 3 pretty easy things to do. I have never wished death on anyone who has criticized me, and I'm a pretty lazy guy. I managed to not do that. Again, a history of insulting LGBTQ authors, fueling threats against them. His words are his own. The far left has a real problem understanding personal responsibility. Zach's words are his own. If people take it upon themselves to then harass other creators, that's not his fault. Just like it's not Zach's fault I'm making this video for 30,000 people. These people don't get it. They don't understand anything. He's a toxic ringleader of a group of alt-right assholes. Yeah, I haven't been vocal publicly about thinking the alt-right is a joke. And even the thing is, even if I didn't, right? Again, his followers are not his responsibility. He does not have to endorse their own personal beliefs. There's a war in comics. It's been raging for months now. And that's why hashtag Move the Needle is important. We need to buy the books that deserve to be bought and don't buy the terrible books. It's that simple. But we have to get up off our chairs and go move the needle. Go to your local comic store, buy the good books, read the comments down below. There will be good books to be recommended. Or do what I did. I had to purchase mine on eBay or on an online store because my local comic book store doesn't really carry much. I would love to support them, and I will start with a pull list starting next month. When will these people learn? The answer is never. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to be notified the next time I upload a video, make sure you subscribe and take a moment to turn on notifications. If you want to support the cause of this channel, it survives because of the amazing generosity of those that choose to back me on Maker Support. The link is in the description, and hopefully you'll consider backing today.